Well, for today's topic, I'm doing something a little different. As you can see, I'm still using gameplay footage. I know I don't use these blogs often, but right now my studio is going through some electrical issues, so I cannot show my face at the moment or lack thereof. So I'm just gonna have to make do with this. So I apologize for that. So the topic I'm talking about today is something I came across on Twitter, and it's always gonna be Twitter. I'm not gonna call it X, so screw you to anyone who does. So I came across this VTuber named Kes, and who this is a non-binary German VTuber. I must apologize. I'm new to this whole pronoun thing, so I might misgender this person every once in a while, but I'll do my best. So this person's style is something known as lewd tubing. So this person, this they are a sorry again. I'm new to this whole pronoun thing, so this person is basically a lewd tuber as well, and what that essentially means is lewd stuff. You know, they constantly posting lewd stuff. You know, like not safe for work stuff, the rated R stuff. I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about. And one thing I personally believe is that whether you agree with the sort of content or not, that's up to do. That's up to debate whether it's like morally right or wrong. That actually doesn't matter. What matters is if you're not into that kind of stuff, just don't search for it or block anyone that pops up into your feed that is into that stuff. So, with that in mind, they decided to make a post talking about exactly just that, and that's why I wanted to address it because the thing is, when it comes to lewd stuff, people have this misconception where because this person does what they do, they are deemed as easy or deemed as nothing more than a sex object. Yeah, I'm just being straightforward here. And they tend to do some really messed up stuff to these people, such as like inconsensual physical contact, or if it's just online, sending them like uncomfortable messages and uncomfortable images. And apparently, this person gave everyone that the wrong idea, and they felt like they needed to make a post talking about it. So we're gonna go over it right now. We're gonna read through the tweet, and I'm gonna talk about it as we go. Okay, so okay, I'm gonna be honest, and I kept it for myself for a long time now because I was scared of the backlash. Please do not tell me in the replies or DMs how you would fuck me or what you would do in bed with me. I know I did tweets that baited towards replies like this a lot in the past, but I realize it makes me extremely uncomfortable, especially if I don't even know you. I apologize for the tweets I did in the past and gave people the assumption that it is okay to talk to me like that. So essentially, what they're saying is that it pretty much repeats what I said earlier. The fact that this person does these types of contents and people do get the wrong idea, and as a result, they end up doing um, things that make people like this person very uncomfortable. So, people just need to understand that that's all it really is. I mean, it's just things that aren't really meant to be taken seriously. So, the fact that people see stuff like this and just make assumptions that they can just do whatever with this person simply because they believe they're this type of person, whether they are or not, just understand one thing. Um, they're not just gonna hook up with anybody. So, if you're the type of person who would just do creepy shit like this, buddy, get your priorities straight. You just gotta do some self reflecting. You know what I'm saying? Because that just ain't right. That just ain't right. Okay. So moving on to the next part of the tweet. Truth be told, a lot of my tweets are just horny shit posts with no meaning behind it. But honestly, I mostly did it because sex sells, and I am in general a rather lewd person. I also discovered that I have a lot of fun editing silly little videos, so that might be the future content. So, whilst I am lewd, please respect my boundaries and don't tell me what you would do to me in bed. Smooches and cuddles are fine, but please don't tell me your dick sizes or even show them without asking me first. This especially includes IRL pictures. I am more than just thighs and ass. I am a human behind the screen, a human with emotions and boundaries. I am extremely sorry that I kept it for myself for that long. To let you stay in that illusion that I am okay with that, I will work on myself to improve my quality. My thoughts exactly right there because at the end of the day, it's like this person said. These people are actual human beings behind that screen. So even though you see these VTubers or any content creator for that matter in a certain way, I mean, just remember they're just portraying a character. At the end of the day, they're portraying a character you see on screen. They're portraying whatever they want you to see. Because whether they're reading off a script, recording a skit, or doing live streams or IRL stuff, just understand that at the end of the day, they're portraying a character, and behind that character is an actual human being, and these people should be treated as such. So, if I can get a little personal here, at one point, as you all read, they said that you should never do something like that without consent. It's all consensual, so it's best not to send anything like that unless they say so. I remember one particular post. I'm really sorry, but I can't find it anymore. Um, if I do find it, I'll show it on screen. If you don't see it on screen, that means I couldn't find it. But I believe this person made a post talking about dragon dicks. So I responded with a literal dragon dick. um, I just personally thought it was hilarious because come on, that's yeah, I mean that's pretty hilarious. So their response was actually pretty hilarious. They actually played along. So they played along because that was technically consensual because they posted something they were asking for, and I was happy to oblige. Okay, so personally, I found it hilarious, and hopefully they did too. So moving on to the next part of the tweet. Yes, I will still do the moan audio. I promised it, and I don't mind stuff like that. I will also continue to horny shit post once in a while, but it will just decrease a lot from now on. I'm a Lewtuber, but I am more than just lewd. I am myself. I like supporting my friends. I want to motivate other VTubers. Also, to clarify something, I am not seeking for a relationship, and don't get any into my DMs hoping to get into my pants because you won't. To that, I say thank you. This is precisely what I was getting at because the thing is, one thing that's what kind of messed up that I noticed is that once certain people realize that their favorite content creator that they're following happens to be in a relationship, they just completely lose interest and just unfollow and just don't support them anymore. And to me, that's like really really messed up because the thing is, if you truly support someone, if you truly want the best for someone, why does it matter what the relationship status is? You need to understand that these people do not even know you exist. Okay, yeah, they might see you in the chats, they might see you in the comment section, but at the end of the day, they don't even know what you look like, let alone who you are. So don't go into this thinking that you have a chance with these people because the reality is you don't. Okay, you're not. Now, this person also stated that they're going to continue to do this type of content, but because of what's been happening, because they felt like they needed to make this post, the content will be reduced, and that's actually kind of sad. The fact that this person had to be discouraged from doing what they actually want to do, essentially suppressing their freedom of expression because they feel like they're going to be harassed or attacked by the wrong type of people, and it's just odd, it's just weird that they get the occasional creep, and it just scares them like this. I mean, what they do should not be a scary experience. They should be free to do this safely and any way they feel like they want to do it, express themselves, and the way they feel fits. And it's just sad that they have to cut back on that. So here's the next part of the tweet. That's all. Again, I'm sorry for disappointing you. I was blinded by the big number I had and wanted to keep it. I thought I could ignore these comments, but I just can't. My goal is to build up a community where we can talk about lewd stuff, but that this is not the main focus. I want to build a community where we support each other, have fun together, laugh together, cry together, and not just sex. I realized that I kind of strolled away from the path. I will try to push it back, but it's going to require a lot of effort. Also, I want to apologize to the people I was lewd or flirty towards in the past without asking for consent. I will work on myself. Cass, the likelihood of you seeing this video is very slim, but in the off chance that you are, let me tell you something. You got nothing to apologize for, okay? You're just making content that you want to make. And it's not your fault that these creeps are coming along and basically getting the wrong idea and harassing you in ways that you just don't deserve, you know? So at the end of the day, it's not your fault, okay? It's everybody who goes into your DMs, goes into your accounts. They should know better, okay? They should know better. So that's all on them. It's got nothing to do with you, okay? So uh, to all content creators out there, be free to make the content you want to make. Do not be discouraged from straying from that path, okay? If you like doing what you're doing, as long as it's not hurting anybody, then you're fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And all you can really do at the end of all you can really do at the end of the day is just block these people that come in and make you feel uncomfortable. I know that's a lot to do, especially with the amount of people that come in, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? When you do this kind of stuff, you're always going to get the occasional creep. You're going to get the occasional troll. You're just going to get the occasional jackass who's got nothing better to do with their lives than to mess with other people simply because they feel insecure and have nothing better to do with their lives. So, yeah, that's just how it is. Now, everything I just showed you actually occurred a couple of days ago at the time of me recording this, and I wanted to make it sooner, but IRL got in the way, and that's just how it works. Okay, I have to prioritize my real life priorities. I have to prioritize real life. Okay, that's it is it is what it is. I'm not in a position to do this full time, so I do it when I can. But I see it as a blessing in disguise because not long after, another VTuber named Gongwa, an alligator man, he actually posted his own tweet, and I thought I would not only give him a shout out, but also include it here because I feel like it relates to what I'm talking about. Dear male VTubers, please, for the love of God, stop being creeps to women. Just because you feel popular or your platform is big does not protect you from being an absolute degen. Discomfort is not being a bottom, it's you being a fucking creep. Think with the other head for once. Now, in that tweet, he basically sends a message to male VTubers and to basically not harass women, but even though Kes is non-binary, they could still be potential targets to the very creeps that he was referring to, and I was referring to as well. And I want to give a shout out to Gongwa for posting that because it does make sense, you know. I mean, now he does make a good point though, because being a stranger is one thing, but when you're a big creator or when you're like a well-known VTuber or any kind of online presence for that matter, you do tend to feel like you're above the law in some way. Now, I believe in the old saying, absolute power corrupts absolutely. And in this case, it means that sometimes when you're big, or at least feel big, you have this feeling that you can get away with anything. And unfortunately, you cannot. You know, no one's above the law, and no one's above getting canceled. So if you're a straight up creep and asshole, you just don't belong on this platform or any platform for that matter. So that's well, that's all I wanted to say. And to Kes, I wish you the best, my friend. To Gongwa, thank you for uh, being supportive towards the community, and to everybody else listening to this. It's well, just learn to respect each other and just respect the people you support. You know, simple as that. Okay, and just remember, what you see on screen is not always what you think it is. So just be respectful. Okay, so Um, until I rise again, y'all have a good one.